My name is Brendan Prendergast, and I'm the farm coordinator here at Quinonea Farm in Americus, Georgia, and I'm here today to talk about biological production of pecans. The advantages to this sort of system is that it enhances life on all levels. By starting with healthy soil, we have healthy trees, which give us nutrient-dense pecans, which means healthy people, healthy families, healthy communities, and a healthy ecosystem for all. We believe one of the quickest ways to infuse life into this system is through the pulsed grazing of our cattle through the orchards. What this does is this accumulation of forage, whatever isn't eaten or consumed, is trampled to the floor of the orchard and is consumed by the microbes and fungi. And the roots of these forages penetrate deep into compacted soils, building soil tilth and structure to protect against weather extremes and mitigate drought. Here in the orchards, some of the forages that we have, many of them are naturalized, some we've planted. We have Durana clover, we have hop clover, vetch, crimson clover, spotted burr clover, we have ryegrass, and a whole host of weeds. In this system, weeds are our friends. They tell us what is going on. They are often symptoms of a nutrient deficiency. So if we can monitor and observe what nature's trying to tell us, we can respond and correct the soil through these biological processes and pathways. It hasn't even been 24 hours. We just moved the cows out of this paddock and we have dung beetle activity here. Because we don't use any wormers in our cattle, these dung beetles moved right in and they work for us 24/7. They take this dung, they roll it up and bury it deep into the subsoil, opening up passageways for water to percolate, taking all that carbon and sequestering it deep in the subsoil. And it's like a time-release capsule for fertility for these pecan trees. These egg sacs deep in the soil are inoculated with fungi, and they are just critical to what we're trying to do here. What money we save on vet bills, we invest in high-quality trace minerals and kelp meal. The benefit to this animal-based system is 90% of these minerals are cycled back into our pastures and into our orchards. The function of the chicken in the orchard is to sanitize. They do this in several ways. One, by scratching and incorporating leaf litter into the soil surface. Also by cleaning up any crop residue that we may have missed while harvesting. Another role that the chicken plays is remineralizing and adding fertility to the soil. They can do that by grinding up rock dust and oyster shells in their gizzard and releasing that in a more plant available form. Pigs on a diversified farm offer many services. To us, their primary purpose is to utilize waste material from our harvesting and from our cracking and shelling operation. They add fertility to the land, and they can also be used to clear unwanted vegetation and brush, prepping the land for more valuable forages. The foundation to this system starts with the soil. We've taken a soil food web approach, and we want to shift our soil to a fungal-based community to benefit the pecan trees. And we've done that with regular applications of compost tea, where we've added additional amendments such as mycorrhizae fungi and other biostimulants. Also, we have begun applying predatory nematodes through our compost tea in an effort to reduce the number of pecan weevils that overwinter in the soil. They can overwinter up to 3 years in the soil, so that gives us plenty of time to go after them. We've also begun releasing trichogramma wasp in the orchards that go after our worms, our case bearer worms, and parasitize them. Here we have our compost tea system. We've got 1,000 gallons of compost tea brewing right now, and we'll brew it from anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. This is the keystone to our fertility program. This is how we are getting the biology out there. It's a very simple system. This was done with mostly salvage parts. We got an air pump inside going to one bubbler in the bottom of the tank and one in the tea bag. And if it's not oxygenated, then it will go anaerobic, and we don't want that. This is our tea bag. We put 12 pounds of high quality compost in these bags with an aerator on the inside. It's very important for pecan orchards, for any tree crops, that this compost be a fungal based compost. We want slowly composted woody material, not really fast hot compost, because that's not going to favor the fungal community that we're trying to produce here. We're also able to add other amendments into the tea. We use anything from kelp meal to Vitazyme to high cal limestone. We've got different recipes for different orchards based on the biology in those orchards. Once the tea is done brewing and we've added the amendments that are called for that orchard, we transfer via gravity into this spray tank, which we spray with our tractor. It's critical that you have the right kind of pump. You got to have a centrifugal pump. A roller pump will kill the biology, so that's a critical piece to this piece of machinery. Once you got the right pump, you can use your standard spray equipment. Through observation and partnership with the natural community, we're able to sustain ourselves, our families, our communities in a way that can regenerate the ecosystem around us and produce healthy food for all.